Welcome to the Restaurant Show. I'm Justin Riley, your host, and I hope you stick with us today because we've got a great show with some fantastic local food. We're going to be joined by Gooseberry on the Square. If you haven't been down there yet, they're just right off of Pinckney Street, just off the Capitol Square in the big glass building. You'll want to check it out. They've got some great food they're going to share with us. Plus, Emily checks in with Chef Richard Chamberlain. He's going to be demonstrating and talking about some great holiday dishes. And we'll be joined by Jade Mountain Cafe. It's a bubble tea cafe over on the east side of Madison. It's all coming up right here on the Restaurant Show, where we stop by the best restaurants in town so you can skip the rest and enjoy the best. We'll tell you where to go right here on the Restaurant Show. Welcome back to the Restaurant Show. With me now is Kevin Chen from Jade Mountain. Welcome, Kevin.
Well, hi.
First time on the Restaurant Show. How do you feel?
A little nervous actually.
I think you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Thank you.
So we're going to be talking a little bit about bubble tea and pot stickers.
Yes.
Let's start out with bubble tea.
Yep.
What is bubble tea?
Bubble tea, so in the most general term, bubble tea is any tea drinks and we add bubbles to it. And
Okay.
some people call it bubble tapioca pearls or boba.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, they're made out of tapioca. Basically, they're like sweet little balls we put into the tea drinks.
So these are not air bubbles that we're
No.
talking about. Okay.
Not that just the
Sure.
foam bubble, no.
Okay, all right. So how do we do that? What's our steps? What do we...
So, in our shop, our step is obviously we grab a shaker.
Okay.
We put sugar and creamer into the tea.
Okay.
But today, because the set
time
that we have
constraints and whatnot.
yeah, and so I already pre-shake the sugar into the tea.
Okay.
So basically, what we're gonna do right now is just the ice and the creamer and then the tea.
Okay.
So if we add everything into it.
Okay, so this is the tea, the
This is the
pre-sweetened tea.
Pre-sweetened tea. And into it.
All right.
And then we add some ice. And add some creamer.
So what are you guys have multiple flavors of bubble tea? Is
Yes,
that
we
right?
do.
Okay, and what are some of the more popular flavors?
So back in Taiwan, may I shake this?
Yeah, you may.
All right.
Go for it.
So back in Taiwan, most of the most popular one is the regular black milk tea.
Okay.
Yeah, just a black tea, straight up black tea with milk, and then we add bubbles to it.
Okay.
And recently there's a trend in Taiwan, the matcha milk tea kind of rise up to a point that it's getting really, really popular.
Okay.
And that actually is one of our most popular tea in the
Okay.
shop as well, matcha.
Matcha.
Yes,
All right.
matcha, which is a kind of like Japanese green tea.
Okay.
In a sense. And then the other really popular flavor in our shop is taro. But we do have a lot of other choices. These two, the popular one are the more creamy one. Yeah, people usually like the heavier flavor ones.
Sure.
But we also have like lighter ones, such as this one that I brought in today.
Okay.
Is one of our specialty teas called Taiwan Red Tea.
Okay.
And then what we do, it's basically like black tea, but it has barley in there. So it kind of give you a grainier flavor to it.
Okay.
And then yeah, after you have everything, you shake everything together.
Okay, and these are the bubbles.
These are the bubbles. I don't
Okay.
know if you want to. People probably couldn't see it too well, but
Okay.
yeah, they're basically sweetened tapioca balls.
Wow, okay.
And then we just add them to the bottom of the cups.
All right.
And add the milk tea right over it.
Oh, you just literally pour that on top.
Yeah. And then this is how you have it.
Wow. All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually excited to try this.
Yeah.
We're gonna try some bubble
Yeah.
tea for the first time today.
Yeah. Might want to stir a little bit.
And it's okay if it's separated like that. I mean, it's not supposed to all be...
Yeah. No. It's
Okay.
it's supposed to be kind of like drinking while you're eating on something at the same time.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get one of the bubbles up through this straw.
Yeah.
but- Oh, that's good.
Yeah. That's the red
That's
milk tea.
good.
Kind of like.
What I like about that is I like sweet tea, but that's not too sweet. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
It's just right on.
Yeah.
It's right on. Well, let's talk a little bit about your pot stickers because you've
Okay.
got some pot stickers that you're going to show us
Yes.
today. What makes Jade Mountain pot stickers? Well, first of all, what are pot stickers?
Pot stickers, they're basically pan-fried dumplings. They're
Okay.
kind of seared, as you can see, they're seared on one side.
Okay.
And we kind of have this flat side onto the pan.
Okay.
Yeah, and it comes in with a lot of flavors, depends on what kind of fillings you put in.
Sure.
And yeah, there's some of the words called gyoza in Japanese.
Gyoza.
Yeah, gyoza in
Gyoza,
Japanese.
okay.
Kind of where it came from.
Okay. All right. And what makes Jade Mountain pot stickers different than other pot stickers?
So normally when you make pot stickers, the first thing you do is you put the dumplings into the pan. You actually put it with oil, and after you see one side is nicely seared and fried, you add the cornstarch water over it, kind of cool it down, and makes it like even a flattier on the other side.
Okay.
And then for ours though, we do not add any oil.
Okay.
When we're doing the pan, so it's not very oily. It's actually very light, really refreshing.
Okay.
What we do is our secret. I've asked my owner that he said I can reveal this.
You can divulge it. Okay.
Yeah. we add tea when we're making the pasta, which is the tea actually you just had. Is the Taiwan red tea that we had here. So it has like the barley, the greenier flavor to the pasta. That's what makes it a little special.
May I?
Yeah, go for it.
So what is this? Is this?
That's the soy sauce.
That's the soy sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. So you just get a little bit of soy sauce in there. And
obviously we didn't like cook it right away here today, but...
it's still good though.
Thank you.
Great flavor. You guys have a mission as a bubble tea shop though, here in the United States.
Yes.
You want to talk to us about your mission?
Our owner first envisioned our tea shop to be more than just like a tea or coffee shop. Back in Taiwan, the bubble tea shop are more like you just order and then you just pick up and you go. There's no interaction between the shop and the customer. But for us, being here, we want people to know more about our culture as a bubble tea shop, and we're basically using bubble teas and like pastakers as a gateway to reach to people. When they come in, they ask, "Oh, what are bubble teas?" And then we'll tell them, "Oh yeah, what are bubble teas?"
Sure.
And then we'll engage in some conversation about culture in Taiwan and stuff like that.
So you're trying to engage your customers.
Yes, basically.
Educate a little bit.
Yeah,
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Let them know about our culture a little bit.
You guys have been open for you're heading into your 6th year now.
Yes, that's
and you've had a lot of support from the community over that so far 5-year period. Is there anything you'd like to say to the folks who've been your loyal customers thus far?
I really want to thank them, and then there are a lot of people give us just tremendous support. Our first couple years have been really, really rough because we're at a really hard to find locations. People can't really find it. But people started to know us, and we don't do a lot of advertisement, so it's basically just, people just spread it like through words.
Word of mouth. They try the pot stickers and they say, you gotta
try
try
stickers, you gotta try the pot stickers.
Yeah.
If you want to find bubble tea, here's a good place to go. So yeah, we have a lot of regulars that comes in.
Sure.
We see them every day, and of course we thank them every time we say like, oh yeah, thank you. And we always engage in conversation, we talk. But just really, it's about thanking them, and so we cannot be here because,
without them.
Yeah, without them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kevin Chen from Jade Mountain, thanks so much for coming on today.
Justin.
If you want some great pot stickers or if you want to try bubble tea, head on down to Jade Mountain. It's worth the trip. It's right here in town. We'll be right back with more Restaurant Show coming up after the break. Up next on the Restaurant Show, holiday dishes with Chef Richard Chamberlain.
Hello and welcome back to the Restaurant Show. We are so excited today to have with us Chef Chamberlain talking a little bit about the holidays. As we get ready to ring out the old year and bring in the new, thoughts of celebrating the season are quickly followed with thoughts of eating better. So what does beef have to do with all of this? For starters, it may be more nutritious and cheaper than you may think. Here with some new ways to dish up dinner fit for your holiday festivities is Steakhouse Chef Richard Chamberlain. Welcome, Richard. We're so happy to have you. How are you today?
Thank you. Good morning. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you. Now, people usually tackle cooking up a bird this time of year. Why do you encourage them to switch to beef?
Well, I got to tell you, at my house, beef is a real crowd pleaser. I have family members lining up outside to eat, some of these beautiful roasts that I do for the holidays. And the other thing is that beef is lower in price now than it has been for the last couple of years. So great time to take advantage of great values on beef and save a little money.
Absolutely, that's great, and everyone is interested in that, as well as having a great meal, but definitely saving some money. Well, what role does beef play in a balanced diet? And people, don't know a lot about the different types of cuts. Now, what types of cuts of beef are the most nutritious?
Yes, and the great news about that is beef is leaner now than it's ever been. It's packed with vitamins. You got iron, zinc, protein to kind of keep us well through the holidays. If you're looking for the leanest cuts, when you're looking at the package in the grocery store, look for the word loin, sort of like tenderloin, or round, like top round or bottom round. Those will be the very leanest cuts that you can buy.
Okay, because there are so many choices when you go to the deli meat counter that it can be a little overwhelming. So those are good tips to remember. Look for the word loin or round, as far as we understand from Chef Richard Chamberlain. Now quickly, what tips do you have on cooking beef for holiday guests?
I have 3 recipes I want to show you today that are all really delicious and really make for a complete meal. As an appetizer, I recommend this beef dumpling. It's a beef and shiitake mushroom dumpling, very easy to make. We actually get the kids in the kitchen with us to help roll these up, so it's a lot of fun also. It's served with a orange ponzu sauce, which really does a beautiful job of complementing this dish with orange and citrus and soy sauce. Really beautiful. Everybody's favorite is the rib roast. I love this cut of meat. It's so easy to cook too, but some people ask me, I don't want to overcook it. How can I tell when it's ready? I highly recommend a meat thermometer. Insert it when you think it's done. Cook it to 135 degrees internal temperature and it'll be perfect every time. You absolutely cannot mess this up. Now, one of the really special things about this recipe is the glaze. This is a garlic, fresh thyme, and maple glaze. This adds so much flavor and the whole house fills with beautiful smells as this is roasting. Again, a big crowd pleaser in our house. Lastly, a side dish. This is beef, green apples, tart cranberries with sweet sauteed leeks, beef stock, bread. Makes for a great side dish in my restaurant just this week. I served it with a ribeye and guests just went crazy about it, loved it. You can take it to maybe a holiday party for a potluck type dish and not much cleanup to it either. So 3 great ideas to share with you today.
Well, thank you so much for those recipes. I love the imagery you created there with getting the kids in the kitchen to help and some of the smells that it's going to create within the home. That's all really perfect and beautiful stuff for the holidays. Thank you so much. And real quickly, Richard, how can we get more recipes and ideas for holiday entertaining?
Yes, I recommend going to beefitswhatsfordinner.com. You'll find recipes for the holidays for all year long, great little video shots, and if you buy a piece of meat on sale and you don't know how to cook it, they'll have specific instructions for that. So I recommend that.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. Happy holidays to you, Chef Richard Chamberlain. We have here, thank you so much for joining us. He is from Chamberlain's Steak and Chop House in Dallas. And happy holidays to all of you, and enjoy your beef dishes this holiday season. Thank you, and join us for more Restaurant Show after the break.
Coming up next on the Restaurant Show, Gooseberry on the Square. And welcome back to the Restaurant Show. With me now is Deneen from Gooseberry on the Square. Deneen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Good to see you again. Always enjoy having Gooseberry on the Square on our show. So you're going to be making some coconut macaroons for us.
I am.
Let's get started. How do we do that?
All right. So on the stove, you're going to put a pot.
Okay.
I use unsweetened coconut.
Okay.
If you're going to use sweetened, you want to reduce your sugar just a bit.
Okay. And do you want to keep it on, keep it pretty hot, keep it on high?
You're going to have it on medium.
Okay, all right.
And then about 2 egg whites.
Okay, those are the egg whites, okay.
About 1/4 cup of sugar.
Excellent.
And then you're going to just mix it all together until the sugar melts.
All right. Are there different types of macaroons besides coconut?
There are. There's a couple different ones. There's the coconut macaroon and then also the French macaron.
Oh, okay.
And that one is made with an egg white mixture and almond flour.
Okay, okay. So there's macaroon and macarona. Those are the 2 types?
They are.
Okay. And I'm just curious to know, with a rise in gluten sensitivity that we've been seeing, are these a gluten-free option?
They both are, actually.
Okay.
No flour in this one.
Okay.
And the almond flour that's used in the French style is actually just finely ground almonds.
Interesting. Very interesting. So you're just stirring this then until the sugar melts, is that right?
Till it melts, and then it's going to come together just a bit.
Okay.
And we're almost there.
Wow. That is really cool. So it's just, that's pretty simple too. I mean, it's just coconut and sugar and egg whites.
That's right.
Wow.
All the stuff you might have in your cupboard.
All the stuff that we might have in our cupboard. I haven't tried this before, so I'm excited to try this today. So is this something, now, is this like a side dish that somebody would typically order? In what way would somebody enjoy this typically?
Mostly just straight out of the oven.
Okay.
You're gonna scoop them.
Okay.
You can use a spoon at home if you don't have a handy little scoop.
Sure.
And then,
Look at
once
that.
you got them all scooped out,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna stick them in the oven.
Okay.
And
There it is,
you're gonna
magic
bake
TV
it
oven.
until it's golden brown, like the ones on the
Until they
table
look
there.
like this. So then, are they a finger food? Do you
Yes,
just eat them?
yes,
Just pick them
you
up
sure
and eat them
can.
with your finger? Okay, I'm gonna take a little bite here. Give it a good sniff.
While you
Ooh,
do
yeah.
that, I'm gonna get ready for the next one.
Yes, please do. So you're making some roasted beet, feta, and candied walnut salad.
Yes.
That sounds good. I'm gonna try this first though. Mmm. You know what I like
Nice
about
and
this?
Sweet.
It's chewier than I thought it was gonna be.
You can also dip it in chocolate. That's served dipped in chocolate as well.
Goodness. That is really, that's ridiculously good. All right. So, sorry to talk with my mouth full, folks. Roasted beets. If somebody wanted to roast beets at home, what would be the best way to do that?
Depending on the size of the beet,
Okay.
depends on how long it's going to take.
Okay.
But you want to drizzle it with some olive oil and some water.
Okay.
Put it in a pan
Okay.
and cover it. Put it in the oven at about 350 degrees.
Okay.
And depending on the size, it takes about an hour.
Oh, an hour. Okay. It's almost like slow cooking it then, really.
It is.
Okay.
And during that time, the peels soften, and then when it's all done, they come nicely off. So you don't even have to peel them beforehand.
See, I didn't even know you had to peel beets. Wow, okay.
So we've got some beets in there.
Okay.
We're gonna toss in our spring mix.
All right. I like that you're using spring mix too. That's always the best.
Yes, in the winter.
Yeah, there you go.
And then we toss in some feta cheese.
Okay.
Candied walnuts. And the way I candy walnuts is just right on the stove in a skillet with some sugar and continuously stir until they're nice and caramelized.
Can't go wrong with candied walnuts, that's for sure. Especially not in a salad, right?
That's right. Add a little crunch.
What do you guys have going on for the holiday season? Christmas, New Year's, all that good stuff?
Well, we're redoing our menu right now.
Okay.
And we're going to be adding a couple new pasta dishes.
Okay.
One is going to be a pasta carbonara with our house-made bacon.
Ooh.
So we're super excited about that.
Yeah, I'd say. Very good.
And we're also putting together some holiday cookie boxes, which are flying out the door at the moment.
Flying out the door, all right. All right.
So staying busy with all that.
You're staying busy, all right. And do you have does it pretty much die down after the holiday season for you guys, or do you keep pretty steady
You
throughout
know, it dies down a little bit. Right now, we're still doing some weddings early into January, so that's
Okay.
going to keep us busy.
Okay. This looks
Here
delicious.
is the beet salad.
And what kind of dressing was that you put on?
The dressing that we use here is a white shallot vinaigrette.
White shallot. Ooh, I don't know if I've had that before.
There you are.
All right.
Dig on in.
Did you get a good shot of that? All right, here we go. I'm gonna try some of the candied roasted beet, candied walnut. All right. Mmm. That is amazing.
Well, thank you. You can find this on our salad bar, and then we also serve it as a larger option for our catering menu.
How long have you guys been open now?
It'll be 2 years in March.
Wow,
at
things
Gooseberry.
going pretty well.
They are.
That's
yeah.
good,
Yeah.
that's good.
Picking up business every day. So
That's good.
phone never stops ringing for catering orders.
That's good. Tell us a little bit about the catering that you guys do. I mean, can people pretty much order what they want, or do they order from a list of different things that you prepare?
We do have a standard list, but with our background, we're able to do a lot of different things. So if you don't find it on the list, give us a call and we'll put something together for you.
And how far in advance would somebody have to call you if they wanted to utilize your catering services?
Sometimes we can do it day of, depending on
Okay.
the product that's in-house. We do request 24 to 48 hours.
Okay, that's not so bad. It's not like weeks and months or anything like that. And
Yeah.
where can they go to? Where can they go to contract you?
We can do it at gooseberrymadison.com. You'll find
Website.
the catering menu there, or give us a call at 608-467 6552.
It's the number right down here. It's the number right down here. Well, Deneen, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank
this
you.
is great. And I think these two kind of go well together, too.
They do. Little
I have
appetizer and dessert.
Something tells me that this goes good with anything.
It does, if you like coconut.
Deneen from Gooseberry on the Square. If you have not gone down to Gooseberry on the Square, it's right on the square. You can't miss it. It's in the big glass building on Pinckney Street. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Don't go away. There's more Restaurant Show coming up after the break, so stick around. Thanks so much for joining me here today on the Restaurant Show. I hope that when you're out and about looking for a place to eat or at the local grocery store, you'll consider any one of these fantastic locally owned businesses. That's all the time we have for today on the Restaurant Show. This is Justin Riley reminding you that life is too short to eat average. We'll see you next time.